My name is Jayden and I sing in Sylar. So with the album being done, I'm gonna say the most familiar part is that we still kept all the aspects of music that we love ourselves. I feel like we didn't cheat ourselves out on what we wanted to put on the record, which is something we've always done, so that's there. And something that's gonna be obviously unfamiliar is the fact that there's not as much screaming on the record as we usually do. But I like to point out that the same emotion, if not even more, is still there, and it's just still being pushed through a more clear aspect of our music. And I would like to believe that people are really gonna enjoy that now that you can fully understand or like where I'm coming from with all these emotions. So if I have to pick a song that will definitely play for sure every night of our careers, it has to be a rollout single, All or Nothing. It has a really good feel and it conveys the feeling of the band right now where we're just giving it our everything because it's now or never. So I already know for a fact that song will be played all the time. And then what song won't we play? I'm honestly not gonna answer that because I really love all the songs and I just feel like I shouldn't take the potential away from any of the songs because I really do believe they're special in their own way. What's most experimental, especially with me at the moment, is the fact that I rapped a lot more. I had already rapped on our stuff before, but this time I fully embraced it and went with it, which was something I always wanted to do. From where I come from, and I've said it before, hip hop came in my life first. That was always ingrained in my head from the beginning. And then, bands like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, and all that stuff was what really got me into the whole rock scene because I was like, whoa, I can relate with the hip hop side of these bands. And then I just found a whole new world that wasn't there. And I love that. And even from the beginning, when I went out trying to put this band together, I always said I wanted to eventually be this type of band. And I feel like at the moment with this record is the closest we've ever been to the image I had in my head with Sylar from the beginning. So I feel really good about it. Concept-wise, I don't want to say there's a full concept, honestly, because the main focus on this record with the album being called Seasons, to me, seasons change, and every time a season changes, the mood changes, the aura changes in the air, and that's what I wanted people to have with the record, because change is massive in people's lives, you know what I mean? I feel like whether it's good change or bad change is literally what makes the world go around. And if you don't have those changes on your life, it's just like a flat line dull. And that's something I wanted to express on the record, where there could be a vibe of sad, dark, cold, and then we also have the bright side of the seasons on the record. So I wouldn't say concept overall, but there is a format and a message behind the record as it is. We've just matured a lot. I think it's very self-explanatory when you hear this record. I don't think it's anything foreign. I feel like if you're already a fan, you're gonna understand where this, I don't even want to call it change, just growth. You're gonna understand where it comes from because you've already vibed their stuff before. So I'm honestly very stoked myself on how much we've grown, not only as individual musicians, but as a band together. So it's just a natural growth. There's this one song I'm really stoked for everyone to hear. It's called No Way. And that song just really conveys the feeling you have when you're away from your significant other, and with the lifestyle that we live, you have to be not only really strong from our side, but from their side as well. And that song No Way is just the perfect description of that feeling. You know what I mean? So I'm very stoked for people to hear that, because it doesn't really have to only be with your significant other, but it really just brings out that feel and that void that we get when we're away from the people we love.